Hello guys, how are you doing? Today I will show you how you can remove and place back the back wheel from a Honda CBR650R. We have some tools with us, two vacuum sets, the big one and the smaller one. And also if you want to maintain and work on your bike, this Haynes service and repair manual is a good advice to buy. The number is 6461. So we will start the works. On this side we have a 22 and on this side it's 27. Normally if you loosen this bolt only, this you don't have to hold with a wrench. You can normally turn it loose only by turning that bolt loose. So we will loosen this nut over here. At the same time you can hold this with your hand if you want, and otherwise with a torque wrench or a wrench size 22. This is the outside and this is the inner side. This part you can place it in the position you want. This side you can see here was the nut, so this side is the inner side, like that. But if you want you can place it like that or like that. And then we will take a rubber hammer and hit on the axle, so the axle will come out on that side. Like that. Now we will lift the back wheel a little bit and then pull the axle out. Also this part will come out, and then we have the parts also to protect the bearings on this side and this one on this side. This it isn't possible to place in the wrong order, in the wrong position, but this one we will check that we in which position we take it out, because we will place it back in the same position. Okay. So lift the back wheel a little bit and then pull on the axle. We took it out this way. We will clean it and place it back. But at this moment we will place it in the right position on the axle. Take the chain off, like that. And then on this side we will pull on the caliper to slide this out of that piece of iron. So we can take the back wheel out then. Like that. And place the caliper back on like that. So the hose doesn't have to hold the weight of the caliper. And on this side, to protect the bearings, we can take out this part that it isn't possible to place in the wrong position. That doesn't work, so you have to do it like that. We will clean it and then we will place it back in the back wheel. So a closer look to the back wheel, the sprocket, the bearings over here, the Michelin tire. So if you want to have a new tire, it's possible to go with the back wheel only to the seller of the new tires. Also on this position you can see the ring of the ABS, the brake disc and the bearings over here. So we will clean everything and place it back into the back wheel and place it back into the bike. So now you have to take a flathead screwdriver, put it between the brake pads and push them outwards. So now you have enough place to place the back wheel in again. So all the parts on the axle I have placed in the correct position. This part needs to be here also, but we will place it already on the bike. So this part, it seems that it is similar on both sides, but on my Bandit and other bikes you have to place this part back in the correct position. So I have marked the outside of this part with this one. So I've put one little marker over here to say what is the outside of this part. So I will place it always in the same position. So you can see a little bit of worn over here. So I think it's the best way also with this part. Also it seems the same on both sides, to place it in the same order. I've heard from someone that with this Suzuki he placed it in the wrong position and he had some damage on the bike afterwards, something with the brake pads I thought. So I will place it in always in the same position, this side outwards. Just take a hammer and mark it, and you always know that this is the outside. So we will do a little bit of copper grease on the axle, place the back wheel back in, put the chain on the sprocket, the brake disc between the brake pads, and torque it with the right specs. So I have cleaned the back wheel. We will take the caliper away, like that. On this side, placing the caliper back in the right position. Like that. And then the chain on the sprocket. Like that. And then we will lift the wheel up, and this part I've already placed in like that to mark the chain, how worn it is. But because I have one teeth less on the front sprocket, this will come out and it doesn't seem to be correct with this settings, because it isn't original anymore. So I will lift the back wheel, put the axle in, but first we have to place this in. And see, this is the outside. Like that. Also on this side, the cleaned part, place it in like that. Now we have to see on this side how it is and lift the wheel a little bit so we can slide it in. Like that. And then this two parts on again. The right side on the outside. And then we will torque it with the right specs. A little bit. And then I will take a torque wrench. In the Haynes catalog we can find the torque settings of the rear axle nut. So that's this bolt. And the torque settings has to be 98 Newton meters. So I've put it in the right position, 98. Be sure this bolt does not turn together with that bolt. If you want to hold it with a wrench, it's size 22. But normally it doesn't turn together with that. Like that, 98 Newton meters. And then we will push a few times on the rear brake. When I push over here, you can see that the brake pads will grab to the brake disc. So only the fourth time you push the brake pedal over here, it is possible to reduce speed. So do not forget to do that, because otherwise when you're driving the first time the back brake does not work. So that's how you replace the back wheel from a Honda CBR650R from building year 2019. And also in 2023 this model is still the same, so it's still possible to do that on this way. Thanks for watching, guys. Now I will enjoy the idyllic conditions in Belgium. Blue summer days. Bye bye.